What if I told you there's a man who spends $2 million a year trying to reverse aging, and he's actually succeeding? Bryan Johnson, known as the most measured man in human history, has turned his body into a living laboratory. But here's the thing. While most people dismiss extreme biohacking as pseudoscience, Johnson's blueprint protocol is backed by over 30 doctors and some of the most rigorous data tracking ever attempted. I'm your host at ZenLFabZ, and today we're diving deep into what's actually working in the longevity space, what's pure marketing, and which protocols you can realistically implement without spending millions. The Bryan Johnson phenomenon. Let's start with the numbers that matter. Bryan Johnson has reduced his biological age by over 5 years according to his epigenetic testing. His cardiovascular system functions like that of an 18-year-old. But here's what's really fascinating. The biohacking market is projected to hit $109 billion by 2029, growing at nearly 25% annually. Why? Because people are finally realizing that optimization isn't just for elite athletes anymore. Johnson takes over 100 supplements daily, but before you think that's insane, let's break down the science. His protocol focuses on 5 core areas that research actually supports: cellular repair, mitochondrial optimization, cardiovascular health, cognitive enhancement, and inflammation reduction. What actually moves the needle? Here's where it gets interesting. Johnson's most dramatic improvements don't come from expensive supplements. They come from sleep optimization, precise nutrition timing, and consistent exercise protocols. His sleep scores consistently hit the 90th percentile because he follows a strict sleep hygiene protocol that costs nothing to implement. He eats all his calories between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. That's a 19-hour daily fast. Research shows this eating window optimizes circadian rhythms, improves insulin sensitivity, and triggers cellular repair mechanisms. This isn't about restriction, it's about timing. The celebrity effect and what's real. More celebrities and high performers are openly discussing their biohacking protocols than ever before. Dave Asprey popularized bulletproof coffee and introduced millions to the concept of optimized fats. Tim Ferriss brought systematic experimentation to the masses, but here's the truth. The fundamentals haven't changed. The difference now is measurement. Johnson tracks over 100 biomarkers monthly. Most people guess about their health. He knows exactly what's working. His heart rate variability, inflammatory markers, cognitive testing scores, and sleep architecture are all measured with clinical precision. The supplement stack that actually works. Let's get practical. Based on Johnson's protocol and the research backing it, here are the compounds showing the strongest evidence. Magnesium glycinate for sleep and recovery. Most people are deficient and don't know it. NAD plus precursors like NMN for cellular energy production. The research is promising but still emerging. Omega-3s at therapeutic doses. We're talking 2 to 3 grams of EPA-DHA, not the tiny amounts in most supplements. Creatine monohydrate. 5 grams daily isn't just for gym bros. It improves cognitive function, especially in tasks requiring rapid decision-making. Vitamin D3 with K2. If you're not tracking your blood levels, you're guessing. Most people need 4,000 to 6,000 international units daily to reach optimal ranges. The technology integration part. Johnson uses continuous glucose monitors, heart rate variability tracking, and sleep stage monitoring. But here's what's accessible right now. Basic HRV monitoring costs under $100. Continuous glucose monitors are becoming available without prescription. Sleep tracking through wearables gives you 80% of the data for a fraction of the cost. The key is starting with one metric and optimizing it completely before adding complexity. Johnson didn't start with 100 supplements. He built his protocol systematically over years. The nootropics revolution. The nootropics market alone is exploding, projected to reach $6.6 billion by 2026 with a 13.7% growth rate. But here's the reality check. Most people are wasting money on compounds that don't work or taking doses that are completely wrong. Johnson's cognitive stack includes L-theanine, omega-3 fatty acids, and creatine. These aren't exotic compounds. They're well-researched, proven nootropics that you can actually afford. L-theanine promotes alpha brainwaves for calm focus, Omega-3s literally build your brain structure, and creatine doesn't just help your muscles, it fuels your brain's energy production. What about the extreme protocols? Johnson's latest routine includes hyperbaric oxygen therapy and whole-body sound wave therapy. These are expensive and require clinical supervision. But the fundamentals driving his results are available to everyone. Consistent sleep, strategic nutrition timing, regular exercise, stress management, and targeted supplementation based on actual deficiencies. The mistake most people make is trying to copy the advanced protocols without mastering the basics. Johnson's cardiovascular improvements come more from his consistent exercise routine than his exotic supplements. The real cost-benefit analysis. Here's the reality. You can implement 80% of the benefits for less than $200 monthly. Quality sleep, strategic fasting, basic exercise, and 5 to 10 targeted supplements will move the needle more than expensive peptides and exotic compounds. The biohacking space is full of marketing, but the core principles are sound. Optimize your sleep architecture, manage your glucose response, support your mitochondria, reduce systemic inflammation, and track your progress objectively. The longevity revolution isn't coming. It's here. Bryan Johnson represents the extreme end, but the principles driving his results are accessible to everyone. The difference between optimization and obsession is measurement, consistency, and focusing on what actually moves the needle. Start with sleep optimization. It's free and provides the highest return on investment. Add strategic fasting windows, implement basic supplementation for known deficiencies. Track one biomarker consistently. Build your protocol systematically, not randomly. The goal isn't to live forever, it's to optimize the years you have. Johnson's spending $2 million annually, but the core protocols costing under $200 monthly will deliver 80% of the benefits. Remember, biohacking isn't about the most extreme protocol. It's about the most sustainable optimization. Master the fundamentals, measure consistently, and upgrade systematically. That's a wrap for today's deep dive. If this breakdown helped clarify the signal from the noise in longevity protocols, smash that like button. Subscribe for more evidence-based breakdowns and drop a comment with which protocol you're implementing first. Stay sharp, stay ahead, and remember, optimization is a practice, not perfection. See you in the next breakdown.